for today.
Fun.
Boop. Yeah. All right. Well, that'll do it for our Grim Fandango trip today. Hope everyone enjoyed their Land to the Undead. Please collect your belongings as we leave. So now, let me go ahead and change it and actually do it this time on Twitch and change it to... Oh, you can hear me. Hold on. I can edit it. Edit it.
Edit it. Edit it.
Still up. There we go. And then we're going to change this to... Hold on, I'm doing it. It's chatting.
He's doing it live.
I'm doing it live, everyone. Okay, here we go. Boop. All right. Now, because it is like, well, it's a little passive, but because it's that time of the month, not that time of the month, but you know what I mean.
Not the best phrasing.
You know what I mean. You all know what I mean. Don't even. It's time to do our tier list. Is everyone ready for our good old tier list? Let me go see if...
Not at all. Not here. Let's do it.
So, today, in honor of the undead and our amazing adventure with the Bone Boys, we are going to do a tier list based on Skeleboys. Epsilion, you want to use the second one, right? They'll probably have more.
Yeah, it's all video game characters, too.
Yeah, so they'll probably...
The other one it was much smaller, but it had a lot of like weird stuff I didn't recognize, honestly. This video game one has a lot, but I at least recognize most of them.
Okay.
So, are you gonna you're gonna
yes.
screen share this? You don't have to screen share with me.
Yeah, because now you can see this out. So, ta-da! Our video game Skeleboys list. So there's a lot here. We're not going to go through every single one because my gosh, but we'll do a good amount of them. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of wish Brom goes on because I don't know all of these, but we'll see.
I sent him a message. He might join us.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with an easy one. How about good old Dry Bones?
Dry Bones, yeah, Dry Bones.
Good old Dry Bones. All right. So Dry Bones is actually like one of my favorite. Yeah, he's got to be one I know too. Dry Bones is one of my favorite Mario character designs. I love I love the dead Koopa look. I don't know. I think it's really cool. And my brother actually uses him in Mario Kart, so he's pretty cool. What do you think?
I like Dry Bones.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Before we go any further, what are we doing the ratings on? How good of a skeleton they are? How menacing they are, or how silly they are? Like, what are we doing on that?
I think those can all be attributes, but what do you like about these?
So I think we should do it based on how chilling or silly they are, because that's what skeletons are mostly done, right? Like how chilling or silly, depending on which one. So
yeah.
So let's go on that, and also based on how good of a skeleton they are, like how well put together. There we go.
Boy.
So Dry Bones, I feel, is both menacing and silly at the same time. So I think he's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
but
in game he's pretty menacing, and then because he comes back, you can't really kill him. And then his design is actually kind of silly because he's just basically a skeleton version of a Koopa.
Now the problem is he's not very well put together because he always falls apart upon every hit.
But he comes right back.
So they got some regenerative.
He's durable. He's very durable.
I say we put him in the good old B tier.
Yeah, I'm thinking upper B, lower A.
Yeah. So we'll put our good boy, our first boy, Dry Bones up there. Okay, let's see another one from this pile. Oh man, you and I, before Brombo gets on, Karthus.
Yeah, because
you remember good old Karthus.
Yeah, Karthus he's a necromancer. He's a mage.
So he's menacing.
He's pretty menacing. Silly. I don't know.
Well, I think
maybe if you did like Jungle Karthus, that'd be pretty silly.
Yeah, I've heard that's back in the meta now. By the way, I heard that still works. Well, with the menacing or silly, they don't have to be both. They can like be on one major side or the other. It just kind of like if you can get both, you're like really in the clear. How well is he put together though? I mean, the whole point of Karthus is to die.
He's a glass mage that dies and comes right back, right? So
kind of like
similar to Dry Bones, but not. I don't think it's done as well because he doesn't keep coming back. He comes back once and then he dies for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him. I'll put him in B, but I'll put him below Dry Bones Boy.
All right.
So Dry Bones beats him out.
Yeah, I'm thinking low B, upper C on this one.
All right. What about? Oh, where is he? I had him. He was just here. Where is he? Oh my gosh, where is he? I just saw him.
Who are you looking for?
Yeah, here's a boy. Summon Skull.
Oh, Summon Skull.
Now that is a skeleton.
He's a 6-star rated.
Yeah, he's summon. Like a 6 or something like that. So he's a one sacrifice.
One sacrifice.
From Yu-Gi-Oh!
He's pretty strong, pretty good attack. Not very good defense, but like decent enough.
Yeah, he's a very good single sacrifice. And
yeah, he's a very good single sacrifice for sure.
So whenever I was a kid, I saw him. He was one of the first like menacing, like lich kind of nasty things I'd ever seen. I was like, oh my gosh. So I think menacing wise, he's very up there.
Yeah.
Obviously not silly. He's on the menacing side. Unless you're talking about Toon Summon Skull. You know, there is Toon Summon Skull.
Summon Skull,
which is not him, but the fact that it's based on the same character, that kind of gets some bonus points, the fact that it exists.
I don't know. There are other characters in here that have duplicates for that reason. They didn't do that with him for some reason. So...
well, we're not going to do all the duplicates, so I'll give him some bonus points on it, but I won't give him a super lot.
All right. I think he's probably...
what about put together? I mean, he's a big hulking monstrosity. I think he's pretty well put together.
I was thinking also you fuse him with...
Oh, yeah, you fuse him with...
Was it Red Eyes? Was it Red Eyes?
Yes, I think so. And then he becomes like...
the Red Eyes Summon Dragon or whatever it was called. Something like that. It's something stupid, but...
yeah, something like really, really menacing. I say we put him in A. Like, he is a terrifying skeleton.
All right, yeah, let's just put him in A. Yeah.
Because he's like prime skeleton. Like, I could see Dry Bones here looking up to him being like, man, I wish I was that. You know what I mean? That calcium, though. All right. So what about... oh, yeah. I don't know if you played it. Did you ever play Paper Mario Thousand Year Door?
Not Thousand Year Door, no.
So this is Cortez. He's one of the bosses, and he is the Pirate King Cortez, and he's a big skeleton guy, and each of his weapons is like, and hands is its own like thing you have to fight. So he's pretty cool. He's very menacing, and he's silly at the same time, because he's like, ha, I've come for you. Oh, I coughed and stuff like that. Like, he's got jokes, and so he's pretty good. Yeah, the problem is, put together wise, he can be one of the harder bosses, but if you just use like Art Attack or something to attack all of his limbs, they all die at once, and then he's not very like put together. I've never really had a problem with him, so I say B tier. Okay. I say...
I'll go with you on that because I never played it, so that's one of the ones I'm not familiar with, sadly.
I say, unfortunately, he's below Karthus. Karthus is more well put together. At least the dude's got, like, magic to reconstitute himself.
More menacing.
Yeah, way more menacing.
He's just not... what was his name again?
Cortez.
Cortez is just not funny enough to boost up.
All right, here's one for you that I don't know very much about. Skull Man.
From Mega Man?
Yeah.
You don't know about Skull Man?
I don't know about Skull Man.
In the TV show, he was really a comic relief character. He was like Snake Man.
So he's got the silliness.
So he was very, and in the game, I mean, he's kind of a challenge. So I think he's probably pretty good. I'd probably put him in like an A rank.
How well is he put together?
I mean, he's any other Mega Man boss. They don't really. I don't think he. I don't remember like if he.
All right, bonus points. I mean, these start awarding this for sure. Any skeleton puns.
In game, I don't remember any dialogue around him now. In the show, yeah, definitely there
Oh,
was.
he had him. Oh, that's some bonus points right there.
Yeah, the show was just kitsch. Like that's all it is. So yeah, there was 100%. There was some.
All right, I'll put him in A. He's got the skeleton puns. He's got the menacingness in the game and then silliness in the show. I mean, you take it from everything. We gave some bonus points to Summon Skull because he had Toon Summon Skull. I'm willing to give bonus. All right, what's next? Let's see here. I'm
trying to look through.
I want to hit.
Where it really stands out.
Yeah.
To go over next.
What about? Oh man, I have one. Hold on. Oh yeah, where is he? Where is this guy? Where is he? 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 Man, I found him earlier, and now everything's moved because I moved some things.
Yeah, I don't know why you're moving people around, mess with yourself.
Well, I moved them up into the tier list, so it took them away, so everything moved behind it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Okay, let's just do a big one. This guy from Dark Souls. I forgot his name. This one. On the far left.
Oh, the fire.
I can zoom in a little bit if you forget. I can do that.
No fire. What is it?
This one. I forgot his name.
He's the Lord of Embers or something.
He's like Lord of Embers or something like that. Hold on.
Lord of Flame, something like that. He's the reason the bonfires exist. He's also like the
Souls,
King of Embers or something like that.
Hold on, I got it. High Lord. No, not him. Not him. Not that one. Gravelord Nito. That's
Gravelord Nito. Man, it's been so long.
I know. The second I saw him, though, I was like, aha!
Yes, Gravelord Nito.
All right, so
that fight is really intense. Especially given when it happens in the series overall. I feel like it's pretty compared to other Souls games, Souls-esque games. I feel like that was one of the first things I was like, man, this is really impressive. As a boss fight. Most of the games or boss fights are really impressive. That one just felt really special on top of that. So
it was really pretty difficult.
It definitely brings up the menacing category quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Silly.
I've seen memes that make it.
Yeah, there are memes about him, but in game, there's nothing. He's serious.
Well, we're taking it all to culture. I'm willing to take meme points.
Okay.
I'm okay with taking meme points.
Okay, yeah, I guess there can be some trolly things about him that are funny from the.
Because the skeletons talking to each other and stuff like that, within the body.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, he's very menacing. If we're gonna give skeleton points, I mean, I think if we he doesn't have the bonus points as much from Toon Summon Skull for Summon Skull.
Yeah, yeah.
So he doesn't have those, but he's so menacing that he's even above Summon Skull, which is a feat for sure. And he's super edge terror Metal Karthus. And there's already a Metal Karthus, Plentikill skin.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to put him in A.
A, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he's appropriately an A. He's definitely not a B. He's too far above, but not an S.
Yeah, because he's
not quite
super duper amazing.
But he is pretty cool.
Okay. Duskull.
Duskull. The Pokemon?
Yeah, this boy.
Yeah, I mean, he's cute. Silly is probably in the game when he moves around is kind of silly, and he's supposed to be visually he looks like an old man, I guess, or a ghost.
Yeah,
but
now, I will say his evolved form isn't here, right?
No, it's just him. I didn't see.
He does get menacing bonus for his evolved form because of the lore.
Dusclops.
Yeah, because of the lore. Have you ever read Dusclops' lore? Hold on, let me bring that up. It's terrible.
Well, most ghost Pokemon's lore is awful. So
Pokemon. Oh yeah, most of the ghost Pokemon are just like, oh my god.
Why is this a thing? Like, if this really was a thing in the world, they would like kill all these Pokemon. Like, they would just murder them off. I guess because they're ghosts, you can't murder them. But you know what I mean?
Hold on, where is the... Hold on, let me read the lore. Okay, here it is. It is said to take lost spirits in its pliant body and guide them home. It is said to lost spirits, yes, at the bidding of transmission from the spirit world, it steals people and Pokemon away. No one knows whether it has its own will. With a mouth on its belly, Dusknoir swallows its target whole. The soul is the only thing it's eaten. Dusknoir disregards the body after. So he literally eats the body and then leaves everything. Which, like, obviously that's the last form, that's Dusknoir, but still, like, that, knowing that that's what that's going to turn into is terrifying.
Yes.
It dodgily pursues prey wherever it goes. However, the chase is abandoned at sunrise. It finds... This is for this guy. It finds bad children who won't listen to parents and spirits them away, or so it's said.
I'm leaning towards upper B.
Yeah, like, normally I wouldn't actually... I was thinking about putting it low, like, not too high, honestly. But with that lore, oh my gosh. Now, most of the Pokedex, as we know, is eye roll. But still, I mean, the lore itself, legends are terrifying. So
Pokedex entries are fanciful and don't really like fit the rest of the game, but whatever. Like, it is lore.
I'll put him... You know what? He beats Karthus. Karthus... What's your lore, Karthus? I'm an evil guy who did necromancy. Rawr. You don't steal children away, man. You don't evolve into a non-willed entity that eats spirits and spits out bodies.
Skeleton. He really isn't a skeleton. He's just a skull.
Yeah, like, you barely even qualify. You know what? You're going lower than Cortez. Cortez got more silly points, and you're not even a full skeleton. You're going lower than Karthus.
Dusclops, but yeah, both of them.
Well, Dusclops is like, well, oh wait, you're right.
Yeah, Dusclops isn't even in Dusclops he's more of like a mummy, isn't he? Like,
that's true.
Like, he just has a skull. I
think
that's probably why they didn't include his evolved form, so they really don't have the skull motif.
You know what? That's gonna knock points. He's dropping down to low B. Yeah, because you're not even a full skeleton. I can't give it to you. You're great, but I can't give it to you. All right, here's one. How about this guy? You know this guy from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask?
Oh, the Stalfos?
Yeah, the little Stalfos guys.
Yeah, Stalfos moblins. Yeah,
especially from these. These guys are not very scary. They're pretty silly, so they get some good skilly points. But they're not put together well.
You say they're not scary, but I remember playing that game when I was 7 years old, and that was terrifying. Like, I did not want to play the game when it was nighttime.
But
as a child.
But were they the terrifying ones, or were the Redeads the terrifying ones?
I remember the Stalfos pop up and scaring me enough. I mean, honestly, the pose kind of creeped me out too. All the like spooky nighttime stuff freaked me out. So, but I would give all of them equal credit on that. Anything basically coming out of the ground was terrifying.
All right, I'm willing to put him in B.
I don't know. If you want to keep him in C, that's okay.
Nah, you make a good point. Like,
they're not as good. Like, he's not as good as like Drybones character design wise.
No, he's like a crappy Drybone.
He's basically crappy Drybones. Like, actually, he looks a lot like Drybones, just more realistic.
See, I was never scared of them because they were so weak. Like, you slash them a couple times, and they just die.
Yeah, you can put him in a C. He'd be our first C, I think. That makes sense.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just not very, like,
Yeah, it's just. It's honestly, until I started like trying to reminisce about it, it's not very memorable. I wouldn't just think about that character out of the blue, as far as thinking of skeleton characters.
All right, we have to do them.
Who's this one?
The King of Halloween Town.
I mean.
All right, so
he is true skeleton man.
He is true skeleton man. He's very silly. He has scary tactics. Like, I've seen it. He does have it. He's run that place for eons, so he's got to have it to some degree.
Yeah.
And he's pretty well put together. He took down Boogie, stuff like that.
Like Kingdom Hearts, he's the game version of him.
Maybe. Sorry, we're not at Kingdom Hearts 1 yet, so I wasn't going to say anything about it.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say, like, in general, that's where it's a game character. That's where he's from. I mean,
he had his own game. He has his own game though. He actually had like a. I heard it was okay. I've actually watched a little bit of gameplay. It looked all right. Like it didn't look awful. It wasn't.
Disregard that and just.
It wasn't based on the movie. It wasn't based on the movie actually.
Yeah.
It was like based on something. So I feel like he has to be A because not because I'm super into him, but because he fits all the criteria. Like
I mean, I was gonna say honestly, he might be our first S. Like he's
just by like his stuff alone. Yeah, I mean, like he is like the king of scares and all that,
and still like child friendly, silly enough that little kids watch the movie and.
Yeah, he's our first S. So I mean, he's our first S. He's the epitome of skeletons.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So what about? I saw another one down here I wanted to do.
What about Minecraft skeleton?
Oh yeah, where's Minecraft skeleton?
On your screen, he's on like the fourth row, third column or second column. Excuse me. He's right next to Manny. To the upper left. Upper left. Scroll up a tiny bit. I'm like.
There he is. I see him. You. All right. This guy is not scary. They're weak as crap.
And not funny. They take a few hits and they hit. They are archers. Well, that's not true. Not all of them now, because they do have skeletons that are sword users now. But originally they were all archers, and that was a pain in the butt because if they were a group of them and they were hitting you from a distance, you didn't have.
But is there any archer abilities that they have that lend to their Skelebro-ness, or is it just that they have bows?
They're rickety old bones. Like generally, they do take a little bit less damage than the zombies. I believe now is what they've changed them, so they differentiate them a little bit, and they also they drop bone meal instead of dropping like flesh. There's no flesh on them, which helps you make stuff, but like helps you make dye and stuff that's rare, which is kind of cool. Helps you grow. That's also used as fertilizer. But yeah, there's really like about their as far as they're like silly, it's mildly silly. They're spooky, mildly spooky. They really don't have much going on. They are very like for Minecraft aesthetic. They are a very good skeleton design. They have good rickety bone sounds. I'll give them that. I'm honestly like not. I like the game, but as far as being a spooky, silly skeleton, I'm gonna say they're probably a D rank. Honestly,
that's where I was gonna put them.
Yeah, like I'm not hating on Minecraft, but like because that was one of my like favorite sandbox games. But man, they're just not the great. They're skeletons, but they're just basic enemy. Like they are. I mean, yeah, basic enemy.
They didn't even make like their faces skeleton like with the teeth or anything.
They kind of made the texture just not great. It kind of has it. It's hard to tell. It's only so many. You only get like 16 by 16 pixels. You can't really do a whole lot.
I guess so.
Yeah, it's just low textures, man.
All right. Well, they're our first D rank because I don't see them being very impressive.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. So, what about? Well, I guess we can go on ahead and do them.
Who dis?
Why, the greatest skeleton of all time!
Oh.
Papyrus! So our Skeleton, I love him. Papyrus is life. He's not scary at all. He is the opposite. He is truly unscary to every degree.
He literally counters fear by being... It's not courage though. It's like it's literally the opposite of fear, where it's like you're unafraid, but not brave at the same time.
But his silliness is off the charts. Like just off the charts.
Absurdity is really the right word for it, I think.
And he doesn't get skeleton pun bonus. He gets anti-skeleton pun bonus because it's used against him and he hates it. But that only plays it up even more.
Yeah.
As for how well he's put together, he's a pretty tough boss fight. Like he's not too easy. And he's got a strong amount of strength for a monster. I mean, not too strong. But, yeah. I mean, I think he deserves to be an A rank for sure.
Really? Okay.
I don't think... Except he has no menacingness, so I can't put him in S. He doesn't have, like, any of that.
No, I wouldn't have put him in S. I was leaning more towards B with him, but A rank is fine.
Like his silliness for skeleton is played up so well.
It's pretty high.
Like it's pretty dang high.
Yeah, I guess if Nito is an A rank, then he should be the silly equivalent.
And how he's put together, like he's put together well. He's not weak.
No, his boss fight. I haven't played the sequel, but in the first game,
he's not in. He's not in Deltarune yet. No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, yeah. So in the first game, I mean, his boss fight was kind of challenging.
Yeah, I mean, he's not too bad.
Continue on. Like, well, if you do the wrong thing, it can go on forever.
And even Undyne says, like, "Oh no, he's actually strong. Like, it's not that he's not strong. It's just he'd be cut to smiling bits if he went into a battle because he's too nice." So
yeah,
I think he's like here because he's definitely
being A rank.
Yeah. I think he's below Summon Skull though. Summon Skull is just too like I am the like skeleton like lich monster like
skeleton lord.
He's really well designed, I won't lie. Okay, what about oh, did you ever play what's it called? This game with the skeleton with the shade glasses?
Oh, no, but I know about the game.
What is that called?
I forgot the name.
Killer something? Dead something?
It's Dead something.
Skeleton with 3D
oh my gosh!
glasses.
What's his name? Suda51 made it.
Video games.
Suda51 made it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my gosh! How do you spell that?
SUDA.
51.
I'm pretty sure it's him. Maybe it's not him.
No, it's not him? Okay, maybe.
I don't know. I'm trying to find it, but...
Yes, it was him. Let It Die.
Let It Die. Okay, yeah. Uncle Death. Uncle Death is the character's name.
Uncle Death,
okay,
that's right.
Yeah,
so
that game was Mimi. It was Dark Souls, like, knockoff silliness.
Okay, so I played the game a little bit. I got through, like, the first boss and a little farther. It was okay. It was not a bad game. It's not terrible.
But it's just, why not just play Dark Souls? But
it's like really, really like.
But all right, so how menacing is Uncle Death? Cause
not at all. Not even a little bit.
All right, so how silly is Uncle Death? Because I got the impression he's very silly.
He's pretty silly. He plays us very silly. I don't think he's like puns and jokes are that great. They're okay. They're not bad. But they're not like Papyrus's level or anything. Like they're like, it's fine. He's hanging out around Cortez, this guy, when it comes to how like silly joke kind of stuff.
I was gonna say, he's probably not boosted up into the A rank, but is he silly enough to be?
I don't know how well he's put together because he's kind of an overseer. Like he kind of like guides you and stuff. So I'm guessing he's pretty strong.
But you don't know.
But I don't know.
He never demonstrates his. It's not like in what was that game? Oh, come on. The deathmatch game. I can't think of it. Also, Suda51 game. Where, like, the Black Baron is the host, and you see him do combat, and he is pretty tough.
No, it's not like that.
Okay. Yeah, then, I guess I would say put him in. Like, I don't know. I haven't played the game, but I'm assuming he's a C rank or B rank. Sorry. B rank,
yeah, something like that.
Low B, C. I'd probably put him in C. Just keep him with
yeah, because he's like... I feel like they tried too hard with him a little bit. I don't think he's bad, but it's like, hey, dudes, and it's like, you're okay.
Yeah.
So I think he goes there. Okay, just a few more. All right, here's yours.
Which one's this?
You know who this is.
Who is that?
Wait, is that him?
Are you thinking that's Skeletor? Because it's not Skeletor. He's not in a video game. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, who is that? It looks just like Skeletor.
I have no idea. Let's see if I can reverse image search to find out who it is. It could be from a game, but I have no idea.
Huh. I thought it was Skeletor.
I mean, it does look like him, but this is supposed to be video game characters only, and I don't think he's actually in the video game like that, especially with him looking like that, because it's not his color scheme at all.
Yeah, that's not his color scheme, so that's really weird. Oh, you know what? That must be... I think I know what that is. I think that's like maybe a persona or something. I think I might know what that is. We'll move it. I don't need that. Why is Skeletor not on here? That's because it's video games. That sucks. I actually wanted to do.
Yeah. I mean,
Greatest.
you could add him, I guess, if you want right now.
Nah, we'll be okay. We gotta stick to it.
I'm trying to reverse image search to see what that is still.
Okay, let's see. Only a few more because we gotta go after that.
So it is Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, so I know who it is. I know who it is. Yeah, it's Daisujo.
Yeah. That's
and moving. Oh, how about this? Did you ever play this?
Which one?
This.
Oh, Medieval. Yeah, I played a demo of it like ages ago and like watched someone else play. I think like the PS3 one or something. It was ages ago. I mean, he's well built.
Yeah, he gets through a lot.
Yeah, and
he's not super menacing.
He's a little silly.
He's definitely a little silly. I've seen him like mess with his head.
The game is silly about him. So yeah, I don't know. I'd probably put him at like a B, maybe a C.
I could see him at a B. I think he deserves like there.
Like my gut is saying B, but maybe more perfect against C compared to some of the other ones, like comparatively.
But yeah, but just because he's not well known doesn't mean he's like bad.
Oh no, it's not that he's not well known. Everybody who's played a PlayStation game has pretty much seen him at least more. PlayStation consoles at least seen him once.
I think he's definitely below Cortez.
Okay, I'll agree with that. What about the skeleton from RuneScape? Just spawned that one. That's funny.
Oh my! Is this one?
It has bad text on it, so don't read that, I guess.
Oh, this?
No, that's not the RuneScape skeleton, is it? What is that? Wait, what is that one?
I don't know.
There's one that says, I don't want to say it like this is bad.
Okay, don't say it. Don't say it. Oh, I see it. I'll move it over.
You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, that text is awful. I can't believe they screenshot that. It's funny, I guess, like in like a lol, internet is awful kind of thing, but you know.
What about, is this guy from WoW? Is this the one dude, the Lich King or whatever?
Where?
This one.
I hate how I can't see like which one you're. So red. I'm trying to find that same one because my images are. I'm still finding the original order. I haven't dragged anything, so I'm trying to like hunt for. Oh yeah, wait. Is it that? Yeah. Okay. I don't know if that's the Lich King from WoW. It could be.
Everyone who's ever played WoW is like, oh my gosh, you guys.
I mean, I just can't see it very well, honestly, for one thing. But yeah, I mean, it is definitely a lich-looking dude. I don't know if that's a unique art style of him. I'm gonna.
No, the Lich King's like all ice and got like armor and stuff.
Yeah, Arthur is supposed to be really blue, so I don't know why it would be that.
Nah, that's not him.
Let me see who that is. I'm reverse image searching him now. I wish this was easier to do. I don't have to do all this silly string manipulation, but they really don't want you to be able to
find out who's
find
what
this stuff. Yeah, they don't want you to be able to like search it, I guess, for some reason, even though they could just make it so you can click the image and find it.
Oh shit.
That looks familiar. That looks really familiar. What is that from?
Okay, this one I'm gonna do. This is the skeleton.
It's the Skeleton King from Diablo 3, actually. That's what that is.
Okay. How about him?
You ever played Diablo 3? I mean, I've never played Diablo 3, actually. That was one I just never picked up. Diablo 1 and 2, played those, but 3, I had the whole internet thing. You had to have internet when it came out, and I was like, nah. And then when they finally re-released it without that, I was like, I don't care at this point. I'm not playing a top-down action game like that.
All right, well, we'll have to skip them because we don't have information.
Any kind of rating.
All right. How about this dude? This is from Darkest Dungeon. These are the challenge from Mother.
Oh, that's gonna have to be you because I didn't play Darkest Dungeon, but I've seen.
So they are.
Valner play it.
They're honest. They're not silly at all. Obviously, silly how much they think that they're.
Yeah, Darkest Dungeon, of course, can be silly.
It's silly how they think they're menacing because they suck. Their goblets give you strength with stress, which sucks, but they're not hard to take down. I've never had trouble with them. And they're not well put together because you kill them with like 2 blows with the stinger.
Basic enemy.
They're decently basic. Okay. So I'm gonna put them around here. They're just because of being in freaking Darkest Dungeon, they're higher than this guy because it's Darkest Dungeon. But like their environment makes them more menacing than they actually are. Like if I ran into him in real life, he'd be terrifying. But in Darkest Dungeon, it's like, oh well, you're like one of the lesser evils. So I'm not really scared of you.
All right, what about the Dragon Warrior / Dragon Quest?
This one?
Skeleton Knight. Which where's your mouse at? There it is.
D.
Yeah, that guy. That's the basic one. The basic. There's also like there's also the 6-arm one.
D for him. He is
mildly scary, like mildly silly, just because they're drawn to be cutesy. It's the chibi-ish version of the art style. So
they're weak as crap.
Yeah,
they fall apart so easily.
There's also the 6-sword version, but they're basically the same thing. You can probably make them a C rank just because they're a little more menacing, I guess, but they're basically the same thing.
I don't find any of Akira Toriyama's art menacing. It's too cartoonish for me.
Make it a D then. But not silly enough to actually go up because it's silly.
Not really. They're put together okay, but I just don't see. This one's at least the Ocarina of Time one. I can see what you're saying about being somewhat unnerving, like the way they come up and stuff. These guys are just like a skeleton monster.
When you're looking at random encounters, like it's a random encounter, you're gonna be surprised no matter what. There's no like fear of it's coming out of the ground to get you. It's just like you gotta fight with a skeleton. All right. Wait, maybe not do that one yet. We can come back to that one later.
What about because we only can do a few more.
Okay, well, let's do it now. Skeleton. Oh, okay.
Well, which one?
The skeleton wheel from Dark Souls.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about him.
It's
holy crap.
Fourth row, first column.
I see him. I moved him up. All right, so not silly at all.
Wait. Yeah, hold on.
I was about to say, hold on.
Because menacing, I just got outright the most annoying and terrifying thing to see flying at you across the map.
He's right.
It will do that. All right. And multiple will do it. There's like what's it called? The graveyard area, like when you're like the bottom of that area where there's just you can literally get into like a group of 20 of them and there's rolling at you constantly. It's so bad. But yeah, that is the most menacing, I would say. Because
man, they kill you so fast.
Oh yeah, it's like 2 hits. It's insane how quick they can kill you.
Actually, it's actually like something like 10 or 15 hits. But like it's 2 hits because they're digging into you, and the amount of time is it's continual damage because they're just like grinding into you.
And then I also think they get silly points because they're
do.
a freaking wheel. It's a skeleton with multiple limbs as spokes in a wheel shape.
It's
and
hilarious.
It just rolls at you. Like it's not even really a skeleton. It's more just like a
it's like torture. It's a possessed torture device with bones.
It's a Stephen King Overdrive. It's just wheels flying at you to kill you. That's all it is.
It's crazy. They don't get a lot of well put together because they fall apart super easy.
That's true. You get some good strikes and they'll go down fast.
So they're like, oh my gosh, they go?
I want to put them as a low A, like below Nito, but I wouldn't put them above Nito.
Not above Nito, but they go here. They got both.
All right.
They got both high silly points and high menacing points at the same time.
Yeah. I mean, like Nito's menacing is so intense.
It just overshadows.
The grandeur of it is so much. Yeah. Even
Plus,
silly,
the wheels give a very like skeleton feel. You know, like they're a skeleton weapon / enemy. Like you feel
like I said, they feel more like a possessed wheel than anything else, but they have skeleton parts, so they can
they're like a beautiful possessed skeleton like weapon. Like you look at it, you're like, that's a skeleton weapon. All right. So now, before we do some of the last ones, what about our boy from today's streams?
Oh, Manny is not very menacing, actually.
At all.
He's not menacing at all. He's more of like suave and charismatic than anything else. So I wouldn't call him menacing. Silly, he can be. He's got the jokes.
He's got good jokes. He's got some good jokes. I didn't hear a lot of bone puns. I heard some. I think he should go in a solid B. Like here. Cortez has more than him. Like here. Like middle B tier. They don't play up his like skeleton stuff super duper duper much, but it's there. And he's a good skeleton guy. I don't know how well he put together. I guess, he climbed the entire tower, so that must be something. He's pretty well put together, but I wouldn't say he's like Cortez level. So I say B tier for him. So I think Epsilion had to step away for a second. So let me see if I can do one more or two.
Sorry about that. Actually, Sasha's joining us now.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Hi, Sasha. Well, we're actually about to finish up, and we'll do like 2 or 3 more, and then we'll end. Sasha, do you see anyone on here, Skeletor wise?
If you look at his screen, you can see who we haven't done because I've been moving people over. But
You can just watch the stream. Probably on there.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm watching your screen.
Okay. See any Skelleboys on here? I don't really recognize a lot of these that are.
There's a few more that I recognize, but
let me know. I mean, do you see anything like stand outish?
What about the?
Why is Skeletor dressed like that?
It's not Skeletor.
It's not Skeletor.
It's actually I don't know. Oh yeah, I looked it up. Who is he?
It's Daijoju or something like that.
Yeah, Daisujo from Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I was gonna say, what about the undead champion from Twilight Princess?
Oh, where is he? This guy.
The bottom.
No, that's not saying. No, not that guy. Not that guy. This guy. Oh yeah, the one who teaches you the moves.
Yeah. He teaches you all the ancient sword.
And then the one who's actually Link from an alternate to failed timeline.
Yeah. He's the fan theory. I don't know if it ever got proven. Is that he's
I think
from
it was confirmed actually. Don't quote me on that. I'm not gonna look it up. We'll leave it up to whatever right now.
I wish it was a fan theory though.
Yes,
yeah, that he's actually the Link from the timeline that got flooded. I think
something like that. I can't remember the exacts. It's so complicated at this point. Okay, he's very menacing. He's not evil, but he's very menacing.
Yeah,
He's not silly. He doesn't do anything silly. And he's well put together. He's like the hero, or at least like a shadow.
A former hero. And he's come back from the dead to teach you stuff. So yeah, I would say he's pretty well put together. He's returned.
He's a solid one. I mean, I put him like here for sure. Like he's a solid skeleton guy.
A. Okay.
I mean, that's where I put him. He's a solid skeleton.
I'm a little delayed. So you said here. I saw you put it on video. Right? Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I'm okay with him being an A. But
all right, let's do 1 or 2 more.
The skeleton from Spooky's House of Jump Scares.
Oh, well, he's very silly, obviously. Very silly. He's not scary, although whenever he pops out, you weren't expecting him, and you're being chased by like terrifying, gruesome things. Maybe more than you think. But he's not durable at all, so I think we're gonna have to put him in a little C tier boy.
Yeah.
He's very silly.
Yeah, C is probably perfect because of his amount of silliness.
But he's very bottom C. Very bottom C. All right. Let's see here. I want to see if there's anything else huge. Skeletons from Castle Crashers.
Yeah, I saw those, but I wasn't sure how you want to...
I mean, he's deep, right? Like, he's not menacing. They're not super silly. They're weak as heck.
Their art is silly, but the character's not silly at all. Yeah, I mean, it's just Castle Crashers' art style is silly. I would probably put him in a D. That seems pretty reasonable.
I think he's above Minecraft.
Here's one for Sasha.
Which one?
The skeleton warriors from Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which ones? Sorry, which one?
He's right next to
Draugrs.
That's the name I was going to think of it. He's right next to where the you're on your screen. He's the 3rd row, 4th column.
This guy.
No, go down.
No, you're not seeing him live. It's like 3-second delay.
No.
That one, yes, yeah, you got it.
All right. So what do you think, Sasha? This is all you. I've never played Skyrim. The whole internet just had a cow.
So we're rating them on like how silly,
menacing, and how well put together they are. Any bone puns or skeleton jokes get bonus points.
Oh, I mean, they're kind of like the first real monsters that you encounter in Skyrim, aside from like the dragon.
The dragons, yeah.
But
so they got some real menacing because they're the first real like obstacle challenge of scariness you encounter.
a little bit of
Yeah,
menacing there.
there's a little bit, but like once you level up so
Compared to
much,
other things in the game,
yeah,
they're
they're
not
just
so menacing.
yeah, like when you
And they're not really silly at all, are
they're
they?
not silly. They're actually like dead, like they're dead warriors.
Yeah, they're very serious. It's like
And they were like buried in the tomb to protect it.
reanimated Valhalla style. Like I died fighting, but they brought me back,
Basically.
kind of thing.
How well put together are they?
They're not very tough, are they?
In the beginning, yeah, they'll give
like
you
as you level, it's like
yeah, because again, in the beginning they're pretty tough, but like as you level up, they're not too bad. But then some of them also level with you, so
yeah.
So they stay on a little bit.
So yeah, they can stay a challenge, like not a hard challenge, but they can give them a small group of them later on. It could still be pretty annoying.
What do you think? High
yeah,
C?
more than multiple. If you encounter like 3 of them at
What
a
are you
time.
thinking for an S through D ranking here?
You thinking
What do
C? You thinking B?
Let's see.
All right, so high C. I mean, I
High
think they beat out the rest of these
D, highest
guys.
is S.
Oh,
But with
You can see the other characters. We might be familiar with some of these. Like we put Dry Bones as a high B.
why is Dry Bones a high B?
Because he's silly, kind of menacing. Like they're kind of creepy and they come back pretty easily.
So right? S is like silly and.
Well, no, it's based on
ranking, like your grades in school, A through F, right? But instead of A through F, it's S through D.
S being the highest. It's
I guess I'll put them at a C.
High C.
I think that they're like the highest C.
Yeah, put them over Uncle Death. Uncle Death's not that interesting.
No, they're better than Uncle Death.
From the start, they give you a run for your money, and then like if you go to like more leveled tombs later in the game,
you get more of them. That'll be
you might encounter lower level ones, but they also have like some higher level ones that actually do spells and stuff.
Yeah,
like they drop high level weapons.
All right, yeah, I can put them in high C. That makes sense. All right, we'll do one more. Anyone else?
I'm trying to see if there's anyone that really stands out we haven't done yet. And I see one, but I don't know if you played the game.
If you played it, I'm willing to do it. If you guys got like the idea of it.
Did you ever play Serious Sam?
No, I didn't. But Serious Sam is a good series. Which one is it?
So it's the skeleton he's got a green background. It looks like he's running. He's got horns.
He's got horns.
I can't remember the character's head, but it's like a very common enemy. And it starts with an S, but it's not skull or skeleton, something else. It's got a green background and he's like running. It's got like speed lines.
Oh, I see him.
That one, I mean, it's kind of silly. They're mostly pretty silly. It's like Serious Sam, so almost everything's silly. But they're pretty silly. They're like I said, they are usually the things that run at you along with the bomb guys,
Yeah.
And they're just really fast, and you have to like shoot them before they get close because they get melee range of you. They're pretty high damage usually, even early game. So.
Any bone puns against them by Serious Sam?
I know. Yeah, Sam definitely screams out some stupid puns about.
Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, like because you can also take when you kill them, you can take their skull and hold the horn and use it as a weapon and melee to bash enemies.
And then he makes nothing but skeleton puns.
Say what?
And then when you're using it, does Serious Sam make nothing but
when he hits people with it, he says when he kills them initially, and also when he kills more of them with the skull, he makes more skull puns.
All right, I think he deserves here.
Yeah, a B is probably good.
Because he's like, you got puns on puns again, like on you, even after your death, quote unquote. And you're menacing enough that you're an enemy, but you're also very silly.
All right, I think there's 2 more on here that I think we should probably cover.
This guy, the boss from Twilight Princess, the one where you have to use the top.
Oh, I didn't even think about that one. Oh,
I just saw him. I was like, oh, we're doing him.
Yeah, that guy. Okay, that's another good Twilight Princess character. Yeah, that was a fun fight.
Pretty menacing.
Yes.
Very cool design. You know what is silly? That you get some silly points because you're using the top against him.
You have to use the top against him. That does make it kind of silly. I mean, the top is it's silly. I guess
it is useless in the entire game except for that boss fight.
Well, no, there's a spot in the tower when you're fighting the Dark Nuts that it's really good.
Yes, but you know what I mean.
But
Like,
yeah, and
only
also
real
actually
time.
fighting Ganon, you can distract him with the top. It's pretty cool.
Oh, you can? I thought it was just a fishing rod.
The fishing rod distracts him, and he's like, "What are you doing?" But the top actually is good for combat distraction as well. You can actually ride the top and then switch back to your weapon and get him while he's like, "What are you doing?" But he's not as distracted as he is when you use the fishing rod and you throw the lure out.
All right, so he's very menacing. He's very well put together too. He takes hits and stuff. Like, he's a boss.
Yeah. I mean, it's a typical Zelda boss, but he is. Yeah, it's a little bit of a longer of a fight. It feels longer when I remember playing it. It felt long, but yeah.
I say A here.
Below, yeah, sure, below Skullman, yeah.
Yeah, because Skullman, while he's a boss and he's big and scary, Skullman, I feel like if he walked up to me, I'd be more scared.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
because he's like,
put him on Skullman. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
One more from you guys, and then I'll do the last one.
I don't know if Sasha's got any more here. I don't recognize anybody else that I know she knows. And probably the ones that she knew, we all did them all before she got here, sadly.
Sorry.
I think that's like it looks like Solaire's shirt, but I have no idea what that character is, so I'm not 100% certain. Probably something from Dark Souls, but
here we go. Here's one that we can all do together to some degree. I think this is a skeleton from D&D.
Oh, from D&D?
Let me.
I think the one you're talking about. The one next to it was next to like the fish skeleton. He moved already, so you probably can't tell.
It's up to the top left now. We'll just use that one as skeleton if you need. It's generic looking enough.
I'm looking at the same one you're looking at. So yeah, just skeleton from D&D.
All right, let's look at your stats here. You got 13 armor class, which is not super great. 13 hit points. That's not too bad. That's like a couple hits. What class are you? Oh, you're a 1/4 challenge rating. Oof, that's really long. They're vulnerable to bludgeoning. They're immune to poison. And they're immune to exhaustion. Obviously, that's not hard. They have dark vision. Not too bad. They can understand all languages, but can't speak any. They can have a short sword or a short bow. So they have range. They've got 15 con. 15 con? What the fuck? Why do monsters get such good freaking stats?
Icarus. They're boneheads.
Oh my god, I hate you. Their dex is 14 too, but everything else is, besides strength, which is 10, so that's no modifier, everything else is negatives in Wiz and charisma, so. I don't know. I mean, they're skeletons, it's like your first like spiritual type enemy that you face usually in a campaign. It's not like they're very scary or anything. I say D tier, man.
Yeah, they're pretty. I think they're the most basic enemy. I don't really think you put them anywhere else.
I'm gonna put them like here.
I spotted one for you.
Oh, I know one more. If you're spotting the one,
there's obviously one I think you're avoiding because it's going to be the S tier.
You know what I mean? What's the other one?
The other one is, I don't know how you've missed it this whole time. Did you not see Skull Greymon?
Oh, where? Oh my gosh, where's my boy?
First row is like 5th column from the end.
Hold on, I'm looking at
from the end. First row.
Oh, that is him. I didn't recognize because it was drawing based. Oh my gosh, Skull Greymon. Okay, all right.
I think that's the card artwork. Actually,
I think you're right. Yeah. All right. So menacing. Heck yes. Holy crap, he was terrifying when he came out. He is so scary. He's like high tier ultimate.
In the TV show, the game. I mean, I don't know if you.
He's still scary in the game. It's a dark Digivolution.
Scary looking.
Like, he is like ultimate. He's like up there with Myotismon when it comes to like ultimates. Like, he's high ultimate. Yeah. Like, he is like, I can beat any ultimate Digimon and I can challenge Megas. I lose to every Mega, but I can at least like be menacing against them.
Yeah.
I mean, and he's part of Chimeramon, which is holy crap.
Yeah, that's
so terrifying. Menacing is very high. Silliness? No, I mean that's dark Digivolution. That's sad stuff, man.
I can't even think of anything silly about him.
Not really. And put together, he's very well put together.
Yeah, he's cool.
I mean,
I'm thinking somewhere in B, like maybe below Dry Bones.
I mean, I think he's definitely an A. Because the thing is, we put
how menacing and how tough he is together.
Yeah, like we put the like both the hero, like the skeleton hero, as well as the top boss up there, because they had a good amount of menacing. So I think he deserves to be up there for sure. I'd say he goes, well, he is all bones. I was going to say as a skeleton, he's not very good, but I was thinking human skeleton. I never said it had to be human.
If you look at the rest of them, there's actually quite a few animal skeletons.
I mean, he is a T-Rex's skeleton. That's like one of the most well-known skeletons there are. So, yeah, I say he goes here, like right below Papyrus, just because Papyrus has so many skeleton puns. That's the only reason he's really winning.
Yeah,
like he's very strong. So the only reason Summon Skulls up there is because of Toon Summon Skull. That gets him silly points a lot.
Silly points, but otherwise he's just kind of generic Skull Lord.
He's got a good amount of menacing, don't get me wrong, but he doesn't have more menacing.
But he's the prototypical Skull Lord character.
Yeah, Skull Lord, Lich kind of looking thing.
Yeah.
All right, speak now, forever hold your peace for everything else except the one I'm saving.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anything else on here that I know some other ones, but they're just not that. I don't want.
Yeah, they're not that big of a deal.
I think the one that has the shining eyes, the horns. I think that's from Hyper Light Drifter, but I haven't actually played this.
It kind of looks like it might be.
We skipped the one from RuneScape because of the bad text.
We'll skip it. It will be D tier anyway.
What's the guy from Nier?
Yes, I did see him. I don't know very much about that. I didn't play it. I haven't seen all of it played. If you have, well, we can rank it.
I mean, I played Nier for the first one. The
Automata.
What?
Automata.
Isn't that the sequel? That's the.
Did you play the one with 2B?
No, that's Automata. That's the.
Okay, so you played the one that this guy's mainly in.
Yeah, I played that one. I watched this one play it.
All right, where would you put him?
One of the names was
near Replicant, I believe.
Replicant, that's the U.S. name. Yeah, I'm thinking the Japanese name was Gestalt. That was.
I think so. Yeah.
One of the versions of it.
All right, what you got?
As far as being a skeleton, it's the start of the game. He is, I guess, but by the end he's not. So, but spoilers. I mean, he's very silly. He's not incredibly menacing because he's actually the party healer. Yeah, I guess and as far as being well put together, I mean, he actually does fall ill at some point in the storyline, so you really don't get to have him for a while. So I would say he's not really tough either. I'm gonna probably put him as a C, despite the fact that he is the what's his name, Yokotaro, the creator's favorite character or whatever.
Yeah. So maybe there above.
Yeah.
Uncle Death.
Yeah, put him above Uncle Death. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Uncle Death.
I think. Yeah, Uncle Death's a joke anyway, Chris.
So sad.
You sort of made him as a joke. That's the whole point.
They did.
All right, everyone else on this list is either too generic so for me I can recognize what it is, or it's really obscure game that I don't even think I could
Is this guy here the one with the head thing? Is he from a fighting game we should know?
I was trying to see if they had Scorpion for Sasha. I thought the other list did. I'm pretty sure this one I know that we looked at before. I don't think this one has anybody. I saw that guy. I wasn't sure. I don't think that's Scorpion.
Right, it's not him in a different outfit.
I don't think I've never seen him like that. There's a lot of other stuff going on there. I'm not sure who that would be.
All right.
And some of the other characters, these are clearly box art I remember seeing as a kid, but I don't remember the game.
Yeah.
That,
All right. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
I think we just jumped to our last guy.
All right.
Just put him in S. Just get it over with. There's no reason to draw this out.
The big bone daddy himself, the greatest skeleton to ever live.
He's only because he literally makes puns every line he says.
He makes skeleton puns every single line, so his bonus points are through the roof. He is silly as crap. He is literally the joke character. That is his whole point.
He's the zany joke character, but the thing that makes him menacing is that he has all the power.
Nah, he's not menacing. Nah. He's got
No,
nothing.
he is like borderline the like highest power in the game. It's insane.
But actually, he's the weakest there is, though. And that is something I will say. Put together wise, he's actually the worst on this list. He's actually the most flimsy skeleton. His puns make up for that, and the fact that his silliness and menacing are raised to the. There is no one more menacing and silly skeleton-wise on this list that I can look at.
Yeah.
Though Nito does come close to menacing, I'll give him that.
Yeah,
Nito comes close. And Papyrus comes close.
It's not even necessarily Nito is menacing directly. It's his aura, I guess you could say.
It's just the
with him.
Like, and Papyrus comes close for silliness levels of Bone as well. Yeah. But Papyrus' silliness of Bones is played off of a lot of Sans's silliness of Bones.
Sans is the Mario to Papyrus being Luigi, basically.
So, if you want to argue, we can sit here. I'm willing to die on this hill. But the second I saw him on the list, I knew he's S. He's like the top tier.
Yeah, he's got to be the S.
I mean, literally, just for like the rankings we're doing, he fits everything. The only thing that knocks him really hard and almost puts him lower is the fact that he's flimsy. Yeah, he literally has 1 HP. He is the weakest monster of all. He's the easiest enemy. Screw you, Toby Fox. But yeah, all right. That is our list. That's our skeleton list. We have more, but like we said, I don't know a lot of these, and I'm sure they're.
One of them is from Binding of Isaac, I think. But
but I don't really know it that well. So
I played the game a lot, but I don't think I've ever even gotten that character. So I don't know.
So
I don't remember that character.
I mean, I could do this guy. He's White Rider from Persona, and he's technically like one of the 4 horsemen and everything. I could go into biblical stuff, but
look underneath that one that looks like Luffy.
I don't know what that is.
He's like about to eat a watermelon. I have no idea what that is. That's funny.
So yeah, I'm sure there are a few good ones in here we could do if we really knew or looked them up. But I think that's a good list. Like we've done like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a couple in here. They're from like retro games that Ron would be mad we skipped.
Yeah, if he was here, we'd have a few more. But...
there's one that's from Fallout, but whatever. It's just not.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good. We got 28 up here. Like that's not too bad. Like that's pretty good. That's a pretty good skeleton list.
Pretty good.
All right, so we got our skeleton list, everyone. These are our skeleton boys. All right, I will save this and I'll put it up later.
On Twitters.
On the good old Twitters.
In the Discord.
Yeah, I'll put it up in the Discord and the good old Twitters. Tweets. How do I exit full screen?
There we
go.
We're going to continue Skeleton Adventures.
Yes, so we'll continue that next time on this coming Sunday, I believe. So we'll be able to see more skeleton. We'll be able to see more underworld dives. Epsilion, Sasha, thank you so much for being here, guys.
Absolutely, it was a lot of fun. Had fun in Grim Fandango and had fun ranking some bones.
Yeah, that ranking bones was fun. That was a good tier list where we do like just broad enough that we can get some good stuff in there and like some good variety. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will talk to you 2 friends later, and goodbye for now, my dear friends.
Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. Bye guys. All right, that'll do it for our bone tiers. And I'll do it for the stream. Usually at the end, I like to share a little bit of a devotional, but it's getting really late. Whenever we do tier Tuesdays, as we're calling it, once like every month, it kind of bleeds into that time. But that's okay. That's okay. It's once a month, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, thank you so much for joining. Once again, I'm Icarus. These are the streams. I dive in 3 times a week. Tuesdays around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We usually do a single player kind of thing. Right now we're in, as you see, Grim Fandango. We'll go through that. Fridays at around 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we go through Tales of Vesperia with all my friends together and me, and it's pretty fun. We're about halfway through the game, maybe a little more, so we're making good progress. And that's at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. On Sundays at around 5 o'clock Eastern Time, or sometimes 6, depending, Epsilion and I go into Final Fantasy XIV for family fun time. But we only do that every other week, so this week we'll be doing more Grim Fandango. We do single player every other. Yeah, thank you for joining. You can find me on Icarus Redeemed on YouTube. All these VODs, all these VODs go up, so you can always watch them there. Twitter, Icarus_Redeemed, and we have a Discord. You can find it on the Twitch, on my Twitch About page and stuff like that, and also on the YouTube. So yeah. And for anyone wondering, I will mess with the follower thing. I'm so sorry about that for anyone who may have joined. That was my bad. I thought I set it up, but apparently it's not notifying. Maybe I didn't link it correctly. That could be my fault. So I'll mess with it and see what I could do, because I really want to make sure to say hi to whoever follows and have a little graphic and stuff, you know. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for hanging out. You're welcome here anytime. May God bless all of you, and I'll see you next time. Keep your bones healthy, and the rest of you too. Bye for now, guys.